The college football experience, Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Yeah, it's Underdog Fantasy. They got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders 2025 season preview episode. YouTube.com/the college experience, breaking down all these previews. And not only are we breaking all those down, we 136 episodes about to be complete. But also go check out all the other shit we did. Week 0, week 1. I mean, I guess you can check out the week 0 and see how we're fucking awesome at what we do. But week 1 pick's still available. Also, the FCS show coming out at around 5:00 today. If you're looking for the FCS plays or just the games tonight, that is on the Monday part 1 pick show. But yeah. And there was a reaction show to last night's Thursday night action. There'll be another reaction show late night tonight. We are just getting started, baby. I love football season. And I want Middle Tennessee to be good. All right. I want them to be good. We're going to have to talk all about that. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh boy, once upon a time, you had a guy named Rick Stockstill. I argued with you fans. They wanted him fired, a few of them in our, 10 bowl games wasn't enough? 10 bowl games in what? How many years? Since 06? He was bowl eligible in some other years too. Shit, he was bowl eligible in 12? 12 of the, what are we doing? I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience. We still reminisce about that Michigan State upset all the time. 215, baby. We talk every college basketball game, the entire season for every team, just like we do for FBS and FCS football. And we have the college baseball experience as well. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors. They played week 1. South Carolina with the Gamecocks and West Virginia with the Mountaineers. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetlaw Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, I obviously spent some time in Clarksville, Murfreesboro, not too far. Love the great state of Tennessee. Cheers, everybody.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Yes, and shout out to the chat, John and Clark. Come be a part of the chat, youtube.com/the college experience. So I mean, look, I don't have anything personally against Derek Mason, but I thought two things here. Okay. First off, Rick Stockstill I thought was a very good football coach, right? I mean, this is a guy that to me he overachieved to me when he was and you can see, by the way, with Willie Simmons and Manny Diaz, part of this coaching tree, they're doing pretty good for themselves right now. I mean, this is a guy that had wins against a lot of teams. Most recently, I would say the Miami one stands out, where he went to Miami. They got paid over $1 million, and they beat him at Miami. He also has wins against Maryland, against Memphis, against Missouri, against a bunch of teams. I think multiple wins against Memphis. They swept Maryland. They did a home and home with Maryland. I mean, these schools all spend way more money than FIU. And I'm sure we'll get a 1-star because every time I bring it up, these fans come for me. But the guy they won at Georgia Tech. Like they have had good wins throughout his career, and the fans wanted him out. I never understood it, but here's my thing: if you're gonna wish him to be gone, which I can understand, like, hey, getting stagnant, then you got to have a home run fucking splash. Because I'll also blame the administration. Pretty much sat in the Sun Belt, left for the Conference USA, and then stayed there, like where all these other teams were passing them by. They should be really fucking good because you're close to Nashville. What are you, 30 minutes from Nashville? I've been down there to Johnny Bread Floyd Stadium. I had a great time back in the day in the Stockstill era. But I feel like they should be really good based on the city thriving and who wouldn't want to come live there. But for some reason, they haven't turned that corner. And maybe you could say, well, Stockstill could have done that. I like to think Stockstill did a good job, but if you're gonna get rid of him, because he's pretty much putting you in a bowl game more often than not, then you better have a super big splash name hire. And no disrespect to Derek Mason, but I don't consider him that. No. And if you watch last season, by the way, now granted it's year one, every coach in year one should get a pass, but they were 3-9 and not that far off from 0-12 because they won by 7 against Tennessee Tech in the opener. They won 14-5 against Kennesaw State, who was new to the FBS, and they beat UTEP by 7. So I mean, you're talking what, 21 points away from being, or 23 points away from being winless. They got destroyed in almost every other game. Was there even another? There wasn't even a close game. Yeah, every other game was a double-digit loss. What do you make of the hire? What do you make of everything going down there in Murfreesboro? And do you think I'm hitting the nail on the head?
Yeah, so this is like I got into some Rutgers fans last night that wanted Schiano out, and I'm like, and Schiano's better at Rutgers than Stockstill was, in my opinion, at Middle. But the point remains the same. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Yes, Stockstill was 113 and 111 overall, but how many bye games were they? Look at his conference record, 82 and 58. That's more of an indication of your program when you're playing the G5 level type teams. Yeah, and you already laid it out too that he won a couple bye games. It wasn't like he got beat every year in those bye games. So at Middle, I think the expectation should be to get to a bowl game. He got you to what? 7 out of the last 10 years before you fired him after a 4-8 year. And then Derek Mason walks in and they go 3-9.
And even his final year, Missouri was 11-2, right? So yeah. Stockstill's final year, they lost at Missouri 23-19 in a game that I thought Middle Tennessee actually deserved to win that game. So like even in his final year when they had a bad season at 4-8, you almost beat an 11-win SEC team.
Well, and it just like they had an identity under Stockstill, and Mason, I know, is year one. They're trying to figure it out, but we just see it so many times with these programs. Ask Wisconsin what happens when they went away from their identity. They're about to have their 3rd straight losing season. Iowa, on the other hand, keeps their identity and they win 7-8 games, and that's what Middle was under Stockstill.
Yeah, and I like Derek Mason. Anyone that was a former assistant head coach at St. Mary's, remember when they used to play football before they became pussies and canceled the program up there in Moraga? And shout out to SGP and Doc Sebastian. Season started. You boys worked hard enough. Take the day off. Let's get ready for the best day ever tomorrow. With you, but we don't take days off, man. At least not until Not until I don't know, maybe next
Final
Tuesday.
Four.
Next Tuesday with no action or no CUSA games, I might get a little sleep. Appreciate you tuning in, guys. I don't even think Derek Mason's a horrible coach. I just don't think he can win here, really. But I will say this: if there's ever a year to do it, the CUSA is down right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's opportunity. I think eventually, over the next year or two, I would imagine that Sam Houston State will get it rolling. I think Delaware, and I don't know about Missouri State, but I think Delaware will become one of the better schools in the conference, and Jacksonville State will get back up. We're expecting a little regression there, and I think Willie Simmons will have FIU going. So Middle Tennessee is interesting because I do think there's like I have a little bit of the Patty C. Cincinnati shit here of like. That's a big school, man.
Yeah,
they should be better.
Yeah,
is it an hour? I remember I went to that. I thought it was like okay, an hour. See, I don't get it. They should be better in my opinion. But I also think Derek Mason. I don't know. Like I don't want to say, but he can get you to a bowl. He's good enough to get you to a bowl, but he ain't gonna be setting the world on fire here, in my opinion. He brings back Bodie Reeder at the OC spot, 127th in scoring offense, 36th in pass offense, 129th in rush offense, 100th best offense from a season ago. The good news is Nicholas Vadiato is back at the quarterback spot, and 3 of 5 on the O line with Clayton Guevara and Miller. Also, wide receiver Miles Butler. They don't really use the portal that much. That's another thing that's interesting because when you look at a team that almost went 0-12,
you might want to use that damn portal.
Yeah, I mean they used a little bit here. Wide receiver Tyree Patterson coming in from UCF as well as Kason Stokes from UCF. Amorian Walker, a wide receiver from Michigan, and then AJ Jones, a wideout from Arizona. Tight end Tavion Galloway, of course, Mac from Purdue. And then I'm going to do my cousin Vinny, Mr. Tipton, Hunter Tipton coming in from Louisiana Tech. And on the O-line, they did add E.J. Harris from Auburn, Jacob Otts from Rhode Island, Ikani Tiwayano from Nebraska Kearney, Joseph Hebanowski from Ohio. Mac, will the offense be better? I'm going to say yes, just because the conference got worse.
Much worse, and it's year 2 of the Reader in this system too. So they got some returning production back on the offensive side. I know they struggled, but it was year 1. You got to think that they make a jump with all these guys coming back, and you would think that they trust their guys if they're not dipping into that portal that often. Outside of Purdue.
They dipped in a little bit on the offensive side. The defensive side we'll talk about here because Brian Stewart, obviously Derek Mason, by the way, traditionally defensive guy, which was another thing that I was confused about. But anyway, Brian Stewart, the DC here, 119th scoring defense a season ago, 115th pass defense, 116th rush defense, charting at the bottom 13 defenses in America at 121 last season. And okay, well, they return 2 on the D line with Anthony Bynum and DeMonte Smith. Linebackers Brandon Buckner and Parker Hughes. Then you have both safeties back in House and Ricky Smith. They hit the portal, but not really. Alex Smith, a linebacker from Chattanooga, comes in, and safety Jawan Gaston from Houston comes in. I'm just going to say they're going to improve because the conference is worse and it's the second year in the system. So I do believe they'll improve at both spots. How about you?
And this is Mason's side of the ball. Brian Stewart, they've worked together for at multiple stops. So you got to think that this defense is going to get better. If it doesn't, then you really start looking at Mason and going, I mean, this is supposed to be your bread and butter. You got to be better than 120th. They're lucky Rich Rod's out of the league.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. This is the year to do it because
and Keeler's out of the league. I mean,
you got 2 FCS teams coming up. Jerry Kill's out of the league. Pavia's out of the league. I mean,
you got to take a jump. You got to take a jump for your guys.
All right, we're going to talk schedule and state of the program in a second, but I want to let the folks know that the college football experience, MTSU style, is brought to you by MyBookie. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else, but football, football, football. It is your home for college football, CFL, NFL. MyBookie's also doing a $100,000 NFL Super Contest. Only a $15 entry, and they're offering buy 2 entries, get 1 free. MyBookie also accepts customers from a ton of different locations, even outside of the States. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. And when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers there. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, college football's back on Rhythm, and they're better than ever. Last year, how about this? First 2 weeks, Rhythm was 16-4 ATS, up 11.6 units. And look, Rhythm has also MLB and NFL and golf and WNBA too. So they just introduced a leaderboard with weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type and from any model that you build, and you could win $1,000. So get on over there. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right. Shout out to Death Row Degenerate. Yeah, that App State line keeps dropping. I hope it's not an injury, but I'm still riding it. That favors Mac. We're in a battle on that one.
Oh, it's below 3 now?
Yeah. Is someone injured?
There's got to be an injury at the quarterback. I mean, I know there's a big coaching mismatch here, but I mean, that's a lot of points just for a coaching mismatch.
It was like 7.5 like a week ago.
It opened at 8.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I don't know. I already bet this, so I'm riding into the dark.
Part of me wants to take App. If it's a pick, I might go App on the money line and keep my Charlotte +7.
There you go. Well, MTSU to me is a school that could really be really good in football. I don't know what's holding them back. I think some of it's been decisions. They could have left conferences. I think they could have. I think that there's a lot more potential in this program. They just got to get the right people there. Maybe it is Derek Mason. But they also, the fan buy-in needs to happen. If you go to Tennessee, everyone loves the Vols, and really the Vols. But Vandy's starting to get some fans back. Memphis has some fans there in the city of Memphis. I don't really feel like outside of Memphis much. And then we'll see with these Blue Raiders. They that's why I thought, like, to me, go get like if you're gonna pull the plug on a guy that's going 6-6, 7-6 each year and almost beating a Power 5, I think you go for like a splash hire, like, I don't know, like someone that's gonna put up 50 fucking points every game that you could draw in fan interest. But also, what state of the program is stadium, and I've been down there. Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, 92 years young. And look, we previewed 3 previews today, and this is probably the one I like least of the stadiums, but it's still a cool stadium. I've been down, like I said, I went down here to catch a game, and it's a nice stadium, and it's been there for a long time, and the history throughout the stadium is pretty cool. Look at that backdrop with all those trees, man. And then the sun shining through. Middle Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. A great name for the stadium too, Johnny Red Floyd. I'm over there at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. Mac, what are you giving this thing 1 to 10?
I think I'm going to give it a 7. I like that, man. If they could just build this thing up, this program, they will come. Yeah. We've seen their crowds in basketball. But the one thing about Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, and those programs, they love regionality. And I feel like with moving conferences,
they fit better in the Sun Belt, right?
100%. Like that region of playing the teams in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, that little southeast region, kind of like a mini SEC. I think they lost a little bit of their identity when they came to Conference USA, where you got to go.
Well, the irony is when they were in the old Sun Belt, it was the Conference USA. New Mexico State was in that Sun Belt. Idaho, the Vandals. The game I went to was Idaho at Middle Tennessee, a conference game. So they have stayed like basically disconnected from their fan base to a certain extent, because the new Sun Belt, when it formed, they focused on regionality, which I think would do great for a school that big. I think they just want to have an interest. I don't think it's not possible for them to have animosity for Idaho or New Mexico State or UTEP or some shit. So I think that is one of the problems. I really do. Yeah, but it's a nice stadium. They got a nice stadium there. Go check it out. Get out to a game. Nothing like going to a live college football game. State of the program, though, I am going to give it a 2 right now. I just, like I said, I think they missed the boat. I don't understand what they're doing as far as the conferences, and that just doesn't work for me. And then I don't understand pulling the plug on a coach that's that successful to replace him with just Derek Mason.
Yeah.
And I'm not, it sounds like I'm shitting on Derek Mason. He could still get you. He could still get you to 7-5 or 6-6 or something. But I don't see him as like this guy that's, why would you fire a successful coach for someone that's going to get you like at best the same, so.
The grass is not always greener, man. That's what I keep saying, but people keep making decisions like that. I'll go 3. I'll be nicer than you, but not a lot of conviction.
All right, let's get to the schedule, because week 1, them Austin Peay Governors.
They should play this every year. Like I said, people in middle love regionality. This is an old basketball rivalry.
Yes, and watch out those Govs. 2 years removed. Now, granted, Scotty Walden was their head coach. 2 years removed from an FCS playoffs. Last year they were 4-8 under Jeff Ferris, but it was his first season. 1-0.
Yeah, I'll go 1-0, but beware. I mean, this line's below 10 for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. Then week 2, they head to Madison, and they got some great news. I mean, it's not great news, but for them, their chances of winning the game went way the fuck up, because Billy Edwards got injured yesterday in the Wisconsin game.
Oh, I know.
So I think it makes it much more winnable, but I still have them at 1-1. I have them losing it.
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin better win this because they got Alabama the next week. So yeah, 1-1.
Then after that, they head to Reno to take on Jeff Choate and the Nevada Wolfpack. It's a far trip, and I think Nevada is better than them. So I got them 1-2.
Yeah, I'll take Choate over Derek Mason here with the travel spot. 1-2. Nevada wins here.
Yes, then it's a tough back-to-back away. You come home for homecoming, and you got the Marshall Thundering Herd. Luckily for them, it's not Marshall from last year. I still think Marshall could get them. I really do. I'll give this one to the Blue Raiders, but I'm not that sold on Middle Tennessee winning this game.
I went Marshall on the Marshall preview. I think Marshall's better. I think Gibby will start turning a little bit of a corner after a couple games here. So I think they're tougher. This is a little bit of a regionality too. Southern.
I like
West
this game.
Virginia. Yeah. They need to keep this on the schedule. So
See, Marshall was in the CUSA, but they said, "Hey, let's go to the Sun Belt. It fits our model more."
Yeah.
Take notes, Middle. Yeah, I mean, look, I could totally see Marshall winning this too. Marshall's football history tells me they'll like get back to it fast, but yeah, I think the first month of the season for a new coach, I'll give them that second win. Then they head to Kennesaw, Georgia. Remember on the Kennesaw State preview, I did take the Owls of Kennesaw State to get this done, so I got them dropping this one. How about you?
I am too. God, actually, I think they're going to lose. I took Kennesaw a couple days ago. I'm 1-4.
Yeah, and I'm 2-3. They get a bye week. Shout out to Rick Stockstill, and then they come out of the bye week and they're hosting Missouri State. I'll give them it, I guess. I don't feel amazing about it.
I don't feel good. I mean, this is the theme of all these goddamn Conference USA games outside of Liberty and Western Kentucky. Like 3 through 8, it's like toss up, or 3 through 10. I'll go win number 2 for me, 2-4.
Yeah, I got them a 3. Then they come out. The CUSA does these bye weeks. And shout out to Dwan Hicks. I used to have this shirt when I was down there. This is the game. Dwan Hicks was playing for them, and I had a Hicks for Heisman T-shirt that I really wish my mom would have kept. I don't know what the hell I did with it. But shout out to Dwan Hicks there, as he was a baller for them back in the day. You come out of the bye week, and you are heading to Newark, Delaware. I have you losing this game. So, yeah, I know Delaware didn't look amazing last night, but I still trust that culture. Loss. What are you doing here, Mac?
I have a loss too. 2-5.
I'm at 3-4. Then the very next week, they're hosting Jacksonville State. They didn't look half bad last night. I actually think this is a loss. I think Jacksonville State looks better than I thought. So give me a loss. What are you doing here?
I'll give it a win, but I don't have a lot of conviction on this either. I'll say they split the Marshall and Jack State games. I gave them a loss to Marshall. I'll give them a win here. Win number 3. We both got them at 3.
All right, both got them at 3 wins, folks. And I want to tell you that the college football experience, MTSU style, is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Basketball Mania is happening all summer long. Give it away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million in first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. So what are you doing? Get on over there. And get this, they have a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5, you get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor, the world's greatest sports book. Circa Las Vegas is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use the promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. Contest closes September 6th, so get in now. So we both got him at 3 wins, and then Willie Simmons comes back to a place he used to coach with Rick Stockstill. Oh, I got FIU going in here on the road and getting a dub here.
Yeah, FIU. This is personal for Simmons. 3-6. Yeah. Good call.
Then after that, we got 100 miles of hate going on, but man, this is what I mean is that Western Kentucky's turning the corner. This thing used to be a pretty even rivalry. They've won like 4 in a row, I feel like. They ain't going into Bowling Green, Kentucky and winning.
Nope.
I know it's a rivalry game, but I got the tops.
I got the tops too. Tops are going to get to the conference championship again. 3-7.
Yep, and then they're home to Phil Longo and Sam Houston. You wonder by this point in the season, have they figured out the offense? Look, I'll give it to Middle Tennessee. I don't feel very good about it, though. I kind of think Sam Houston will be better at this point. But I'll give it to Middle Tennessee. Give me a 4th win.
I agree with you. I'll go. I was going to split the last 2 games. I'll give them this win, final home game for win number 4. And then this last game's hilarious.
Yes, a trip to Las Cruces on November 29th. Loss. You got half your players wanting to go in the portal. You're not even close to making a bowl. So I got the Aggies getting them, and the Aggies lead the all-time series too. Because they played for a while. So, I'll take. It's just a far road trip. Yeah, 4-8 would be my play here. I will say this, Mac. The win total is at 4.5, so I'm on the under. They're plus 1,900 to win the CUSA, plus 5,000 to make the CFP. Mac, they don't have the Flamin' Libs on the schedule. They don't have Louisiana Tech. Those, from the odds point of view, those are the top 2 teams in the conference. Third was Western Kentucky at one point. I don't know about right now. So they do have a nice conference schedule by avoiding those 2 teams. Even with all that said, I mean, best case scenario here, what? You get Austin Peay, you get Nevada, you get Marshall, you get Kennesaw, you get Missouri State. Could they be 5-1 to open things up, heading into bye week, and then you take on Delaware? They didn't look amazing last night. 6, Jacksonville State 7, FIU 8. I mean, shit, could this team really win 10 games?
No.
How many first-year coaches are on this schedule too?
I do think they could go like 8-4 though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to win at Nevada and then also all those other games.
They have 5 first-year head coaches on the schedule, and a bunch
Yeah.
of second-year head coaches too.
Yeah, the whole fucking conference.
It's a
yes.
nice schedule, but I'm still going under.
Have you-
They look like shit last
Liberty.
year. Even in their wins, they look like shit. So
Who else did
Yeah.
they miss? They missed Liberty. Who else did they miss?
La Tech, who's this odds-on second favorite.
I mean, if he can't get to 5 or 6 here, this is
the year to do it because
Oh my
all these
God,
other
this
teams
is
are
a joke.
refreshing. What's that?
this schedule's a joke.
It really is. When you think about like Nevada still like so Austin P lost Scotty Walden to UTEP. They don't get UTEP too, right?
True. And UTEP's a top 4 odds team.
I think UTEP's going to be a bowl team this year. So like they get Austin P in a little bit of a rebuild. Nevada's still rebuilding. It's Choate year 2. Marshall complete rebuild. Kennesaw Mac year 1 rebuild. Missouri State and Delaware both coming to the FBS. So you could say having to adjust greatly. Jacksonville State Charles Kelly rebuild. Simmons FIU rebuild. Sam Houston Longo rebuild. Sanchez New Mexico State rebuild. They only play Wisconsin, and who just lost their starting quarterback, by the way, for the season probably, and the tops. I mean, you could go 10-2 if everything goes right.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know what they did to cook the books on this schedule. Did they bid for this? Is this some SEC voodoo
Right.
shit? Like, what is this? They got a great schedule.
Yeah, and I'm still taking the under. Maybe the joke's on me. Maybe the joke's on me. Not locking any of this shit, by the way, because the potential is there.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's our show. We'll be back at 5:00 talking FCS college football. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at DColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Don't forget the reaction show late night tonight as well. YouTube.com/The College Experience. I got some nice slides to honor MTSU football on the way out of here. This is the College Football Experience, Blue Raider style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, and ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a ride a day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. Until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work.